Back to this pick.
Welcome back to the show, you guys.
And first things first, I want to give the thoughts and prayers for the people affected in the tsunami in Indonesia. People in the West don't really talk about things like that. And yeah, man, that's a really bad tsunami. At least 200 people has died so far, and just my thoughts and prayers to those people. And hopefully everything can be rebuilt and not as much destruction will continue.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers out to all the families out there and the victims. Yeah, that's a tragic event. He's right. A lot of people don't acknowledge this or report it enough or talk about it enough. But like I said, we're here to do that on the show. And like I said, our condolences go to those people.
Alrighty, well, the last game we're going to be talking about is Seattle and Chiefs. Seattle won this one 38-31. Seattle played really well this game.
Yes, they did.
Defense kind of, but their offense played really well. Russ had a really good game. 3 tubs, 271 yards. Carson had a really great game, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Baldwin had a monster game, 128 yards and a touchdown. Patty had a really good game, 3 touchdowns, 273 yards. D.D. Williams had 100 yards and 3 yards, and Tyreek Hill had 73 yards. Got it right, yeah. So, yeah, man, that home field advantage for the Seattle Seahawks really impacted that in my eyes, especially in the second half. The right tackle for the Chiefs was false start in pretty much every play, and they weren't calling it. I don't know what the hell the refs were looking at, but, yeah. He was really getting affected by that, and you can argue he's the best right. Yeah, okay, he's the best right tackle in the league right now, and he was not having a good game in my eyes. Yeah, a lot of stupid calls for refs as well. Kind of what happened this weekend.
Like a recurring theme.
Yeah, recurring theme this whole season. But anyway, running for the Seahawks, man, Carson, man, he went to Oklahoma State. If you're not aware, a lot of players from this game went to either Oklahoma State, or
Big 12 in general.
We're in a Big 12 team. Patty obviously went to Texas Tech. D.D. Williams went to Oklahoma, but he got kicked off the team. Lockett went to Kansas State. Carson went to Oklahoma State. And
OU, baby.
Yeah, and Tyreek Hill went to Oklahoma State, and he got kicked off the team as well. So, yeah, man, a lot of Big 12 showed their stuff this game. And they played really well, but anyway, I'm impressed by Russ, how well he played. I'm really impressed how Doug Baldwin played. He had a monster game and got a really clutch, great touchdown he scored.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't getting enough pressure on Patty Mahomes, let him get out of pocket and cause a lot of mayhem. That one touchdown he was just throwing across his body was amazing. That other touchdown at his very right corner of the end zone was amazing as well. So he had an amazing game, pretty much sealed up the MVP for him from my eyes. But yeah, he's 0-4 against the big dogs he's played this season. So that's kind of a little bit of a nervous thing for the Chiefs this playoff run. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, Seahawks are in the playoffs, and great win by them, great win by Russ. Pete McCarroll, man, he really bounced back to a lot of crap going on in the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. A lot of people weren't down in this team, thinking they weren't going to get in the playoffs, and they're in a rebuilding. Everyone needed to get fired and stuff, and they really bounced back, and they're in the playoffs, man. I'm a Rams fan, so I don't really root for the Seahawks, but I hope they do well. That makes the conference look better, and I always like Russell Wilson. So, yeah. Back to the drawing board for the Chiefs, of course. Their defense need to get some things figured out. They're still not playing very well. A lot of weird missed mistakes, especially in the red zone. But I still have confidence in the Chiefs to do some damage in the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely agree, man. These Seahawks are looking real nice. They beat a solid team, man. It's it's crazy to think, but Patty had a great game, but he just couldn't make enough plays to get them that W. And I think the Seahawks defense didn't play great, like Adam mentioned, but I think they made enough necessary plays to get in his head at times and make him throw off a couple of times. And sometimes that's all you need is just him to be off a little bit than he normally is, and sometimes you can get him. And yeah, Adam's right, man. These primetime games, he hasn't played so well, so that is you gotta take that in consideration and sit him down and like what is it, nerves or whatever the case may be. But he has not played well in these primetime games, and those are those games you need to win. Those are big time games. If you want to make the Super Bowl, those are primetime games. So. You got to be able to stick your foot in that ground and be the player you could be and continue to be that player, and don't let the hype or nothing of prime time get in your head or whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, he has definitely not played his greatest in these type of environments and these type of games. So that's a little concerning, but he did play pretty well in this game. Like I said, I think he just made a few mistakes in this game that helped him lose this game. He did, man. He had some crazy throws in this game. D.D. Williams played really amazing. He ran the ball and caught quite a bit of passes.
Outside that weird fumble.
Yeah, that was a bad fumble. But outside of that, he played really well in this game. Tyreek Hill, he's a threat all the time. He didn't have the greatest game, but he's still a threat in this game. But yeah, the Seahawks, man, they just took that home field advantage and ran with it. That crowd was louder than ever. That crowd is a great crowd up there. Carson, he played well. It was a running back battle in this game. That's a strong suit, and that's what I think helped him lead to this victory is just their smash mouth style of play. I think got down to Kansas City's throat, and the deep balls, man. That's where I think the biggest concern for me on Kansas City's team is that defense, that secondary on that defense. That them deep balls, they just get destroyed, and they were getting destroyed by Doug Baldwin and T.J. Lockett all day in this game. They were having trouble defending them in the deep balls, and they were just getting beat almost every time. So that's my concern with them is if they can't cover down the field, it's going to be a long year. So of course they're going to make the playoffs and stuff. So they got to get that back in shape, and if they can't get that figured out, they're going to have a tough playoff. Even with this amazing guy they got at quarterback, it's going to be tough with that defense not playing that well. Doug Baldwin, man, what can you say? He balled out. He had a great catch to pretty much seal the game for Seattle. Like I said, great win by Seattle. I honestly was one of those people that didn't think they were going to play that well this season and be that great of a team. It was more so of the defense than it was offense. I knew they had the weapons, and of course Russ and Doug and all them. I knew they had the offense, but my big question was how good is that defense? And the beginning of the year they were looking like the defense I thought they were, but I don't know what happened. They flipped a switch, or coaches sat down with them, or whatever the case may be. But that defense definitely did a 360 and started stepping up and playing a lot better. And like I said, I think they made enough necessary plays in this to slow down Patty and that high-powered Chiefs offense and get this W. And they definitely stepped up in that last drive to stop the Kansas City Chiefs. And man, great W by Seahawks. And yeah, Kansas City kind of got to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to play better in prime time and play better in that secondary. Because like I said, it's going to be a long playoffs if they can't cover anybody in the secondary.
Yeah, it's all I really got to say about the game. Great win by the Seahawks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope everybody out there has a good Christmas and has a good New Year's, and we'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe and like and comment, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hope everyone has a good those things, and stay safe, man, and enjoy. You'll have family, or if you don't, you guys are a family too, man, and
absolutely.
Hope you all have a great time, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and really love doing this, and yeah, man, that's all I gotta say. And this is The Pick, and thank you for watching.
Yep. See you on the next one.